Welcome to World Alert Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. On October 13, 2025, dawn breaks over Subic Bay, painting the sky in orange and purple. But this sunrise marks more than a new day. It signals the quiet return of the U.S. military to these storied waters. A U.S. Navy littoral combat ship glides toward a lava pier, not as an invader, but as a partner. Filipino and American personnel move with practiced efficiency, integrating seamlessly into Subic's bustling commercial port. Forklifts shuttle supplies marked with both nations' insignia, a visible sign of renewed commitment. The American and Philippine flags fly side by side, a powerful statement in a region facing new geopolitical realities. This isn't a repeat of history, no sprawling bases, no permanent garrisons. The approach is modern. Access, not ownership. Partnership, not patronage. U.S. forces are guests, operating with the Philippines' consent, enabling rapid deployments and joint responses to crises. Subic Bay's strategic importance is once again in the global spotlight, a pivot point in the Indo-Pacific. The world is watching as Subic becomes a critical square in a high-stakes game of chess. The bay sits at the crossroads of major shipping lanes, a gateway to the contested South China Sea. Once a symbol of post-Cold War peace, Subic now embodies the return of great power competition to Southeast Asia. The quiet arrival of American forces is a calculated move, reflecting shifting tides of power. This new chapter is about shared purpose, recognizing that regional challenges are too great for any nation to face alone. The activity at dawn signals not just a return, but a transformation. Subic Bay is no longer just a memory of the past. It's a linchpin for the future. The partnership here is built on trust, flexibility, and mutual respect. In a turbulent world, Subic Bay stands ready once again at the center of history. Walk the Subic Bay waterfront today, and you'll sense a new energy. Container ships and naval vessels share the harbor, while cranes handle both commercial and military cargo. Filipino dockworkers and U.S. logistics specialists operate in seamless rhythm, blending commerce and security. No massive new bases, just upgraded warehouses and piers that serve cruise ships one day, warships the next. This dual-use model ensures the military presence supports, not disrupts, local business. Economic benefits ripple outward: more jobs, more opportunities, a boost for the community. The hardware moving through Subic tells a story. Mobile comms, water purification, medical facilities ready for disaster relief or maritime patrols. Supplies are sorted and staged for rapid deployment across the Philippines, making Subic a critical logistics hub. The port now runs 24/7, its lights and machinery a constant reminder of its strategic role. Subic's transformation isn't a return to the 1980s, it's a leap into the future. Here, global commerce and international security reinforce each other. The busy port is a living symbol of a modern alliance, adapting to new challenges. Subic Bay is no longer just a commercial harbor, it's a strategic asset in active use. The partnership here is efficient, unobtrusive, and sustainable. This is the new face of U.S.-Philippine cooperation. The American strategy in Subic Bay is a far cry from the Cold War era. No sprawling bases, just flexible, rotational, and cooperative operations using Philippine facilities. This places not bases approach keeps the U.S. presence agile and politically sustainable. Rotational deployments avoid the friction of permanent garrisons, while ensuring constant skill sharing and interoperability. Prepositioned supplies mean faster disaster relief and more effective maritime patrols. Subic's forward logistics network is a force multiplier for both nations. The focus is on joint training and building capacity, not dependency. U.S. and Philippine forces work side by side, from ship repair to complex security exercises. This partnership empowers the Philippines to defend its sovereignty and contribute to regional stability. The U.S. isn't here to do the job for the Philippines, but to strengthen the alliance from within. It's a smarter, more respectful way to project power. Subic Bay's low profile belies its high impact. This is alliance building for the 21st century. Why now? The answer lies in the South China Sea. China's militarized islands and aggressive tactics threaten international law and freedom of navigation. Filipino fishermen face harassment. Philippine ships are blocked and targeted. This gray zone aggression steadily erodes Philippine sovereignty. The U.S. return to Subic is a direct response grounded in the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty. Recent U.S. statements clarify an attack on Philippine forces in the South China Sea will trigger mutual defense commitments. U.S. presence in Subic makes that promise tangible, sending a clear signal to Beijing. Manila, after years of seeking closer ties with China, now sees the alliance as essential for security. The U.S. return is an invitation, not an imposition, a partnership to uphold international law. The shadow of the dragon has brought the eagle and the Philippine eagle closer together. Subic Bay is now a front line in the contest for a free and open Indo-Pacific. The stakes are high and the world is watching. This is deterrence in action. To understand Subic Bay's significance, look to its history. The U.S. established a naval station here in 1901, recognizing its strategic value. Subic played pivotal roles in World War II and the Cold War, serving as a major U.S. base and logistical hub. During the Vietnam War, it was the heart of U.S. naval operations in Southeast Asia. The base was a city unto itself, employing thousands of Filipinos and symbolizing the U.S.-Philippine alliance. In 1991, Mount Pinatubo's eruption and a Senate vote ended nearly a century of U.S. presence. Many thought it was the final chapter, but the Philippines transformed Subic into a thriving freeport zone, a testament to Filipino resilience. Today, Subic's legacy shapes its new role as a hub of partnership and security. The past is prologue to a new era. The U.S. return to Subic is governed by the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. Signed in 2014, EDCA isn't a basing agreement, it grants U.S. forces access to specific areas within Philippine bases. The Philippines retains full sovereignty. U.S. presence is by invitation, for joint training, pre-positioning, and infrastructure upgrades. Any new facilities built by the U.S. become Philippine property. EDCA balances alliance needs with Philippine sensitivities. Initially 5 sites, EDCA expanded in 2023 to include new locations near Taiwan and the South China Sea. Subic, while not an official EDCA site, is a crucial logistics hub supporting these sites. EDCA enables rapid, scalable cooperation on security, disaster relief, and modernization. It's the legal and operational foundation for today's partnership. The agreement ensures flexibility and respect for sovereignty. EDCA is the engine driving alliance modernization. It's why U.S. ships are once again docking in Subic Bay. This is security cooperation for a new era. The renewed Subic partnership delivers real benefits to both nations. For the Philippines, U.S. presence strengthens defense and deters aggression. Joint training modernizes the armed forces of the Philippines, building skills and upgrading infrastructure. For the U.S., access to Subic enhances its ability to respond quickly in the Indo-Pacific. The partnership upholds freedom of navigation and regional stability. Local economies benefit from increased activity and infrastructure improvements. EDC and VEK projects have dual-use value, boosting both military and commercial capacity. This is a model for security cooperation that strengthens militaries, economies, and the alliance itself. Subic Bay is proof that mutual benefit is possible. The alliance is stronger and more relevant than ever. The alliance brings benefits, but also risks. Increased U.S. presence could make the Philippines a target in a regional conflict. Hosting U.S. forces factors into the calculations of powers like China. Domestic backlash is possible. Public opinion can shift, and political leaders may change course. Any incident involving U.S. troops could spark controversy and strain the alliance. There's also the risk of unintended escalation in the South China Sea, where U.S. and Chinese forces operate in close proximity. A miscalculation could trigger a crisis. Both sides must maintain clear communication and professional conduct to avoid escalation. The U.S. presence isn't a cure-all. The Philippines must keep modernizing its own military. The alliance requires sustained investment and political will from both nations. Navigating these risks demands careful diplomacy and transparency. The stakes are high, and the path forward is delicate. But the rewards, security, stability, and partnership are worth the effort. Subic Bay's future is as a keystone of the U.S.-Philippine alliance. It's not about recreating the past, but building a new model of security cooperation. Subic will host multinational exercises, boosting interoperability among allies. Its world-class facilities make it a hub for complex training and rapid response. The partnership must deliver real benefits to Filipinos: security, prosperity, and sovereignty. Subic's story will reflect the health of the alliance. As long as trust and adaptability endure, Subic will remain a beacon of stability. The goal, an Indo-Pacific where all nations are free from coercion. Subic Bay, once a symbol of Cold War power, now stands for hope and partnership. The work here is a quiet declaration. The Indo-Pacific will remain free and open for generations to come.